Check.
We're good. We're on. Okay, you can pull up chat if you want. I'd say not right. If somebody starts chatting, we can. I think you just click stream on. Wait for maybe a minute or so before we go hard.
Here's a tweet from Harrison Bucker.
Share it if you want. Tell us what it is.
I sent it to you.
Okay. Text. On text.
To our group, yeah.
Okay. Hey guys, welcome to American Whiskey. As always, I'm your host, Big Sturge. It's a pop-up, obviously a pop-up, non-normal episode that we're not happy to come to and, obviously do. But I'm Big Sturge. Behind me, we've got Justice League.
How's it going, everyone?
And, of course, we've got the one and only
Happy Wednesday.
Justin. So we're in here, and it's a sad day. But as always, guys, let's have a conversation together. Let's give people a platform to talk and grab a beer, grab a whiskey, grab whatever it is you sip on. And guys, let's let everything flow here. If you have a conversation, it's what Charlie Kirk did, right? He gave people a platform to speak. He gave every person a platform to speak. Democrat, Republican, it didn't matter. Atheist, it didn't matter. He gave people a platform, and that's why we're here today, guys. So welcome in. We're glad you're here. All right, guys. So before we get started here, I wrote something that I kind of wanted to explain what we were doing today. So as always, guys, welcome to American Whiskey. Today, we're going to address, something that's very heartbreaking. It's an event that has deeply affected many of us, most of us. As you may have heard, Charlie Kirk was shot and brutally murdered today. And Charlie Kirk was more than just a public figure. He was a passionate advocate for conservative values, a voice for many who shared their belief. His unwavering commitment to free speech and personal responsibility, resonated with countless individuals, and including myself, including Dylan, including Justin. It's something we stand for, free speech. And one of the most significant impacts Charlie has had through his, university tours. He traveled across the country, engaging with students in a way that both, I would say, was inspiring and thought-provoking. He challenged prevailing narratives and encouraged young people to think critically about the issues facing in our society. His ability to connect with students, often hostile environments, right, was nothing short of remarkable. He created spaces for often an open dialogue, empowering students to voice their opinions and fostering a sense of community among those who felt marginalized for their beliefs. Charlie's work on campuses spoke vital conversations about free speech, political correctness, and the importance of diverse viewpoints. His dedication to making these discussions accessible to students was a testament to his belief in the power of the youth engagement. It's incredibly disheartening to think that such a vibrant and impactful voice has been silenced. His loss is felt profoundly by his supporters and those who are inspired by his message. As we reflect on his legacy today, let us remember the importance of the values he, championed. We must continue to advocate for free speech and the principles he stood for. And we will do that today, ensuring that, the conservatives, the conservations, I guess, he sparked continue to thrive. My thoughts and my prayers go out to his family, his friends, and all who were touched by his work. And guys, it's a sad fucking day today. It's very sad. And you can see on our stream, we're screen sharing here. I believe, Dylan, you found this?
Yes.
And you want to read that for us?
I can barely read that.
I'll do it. So RFK Jr. puts on, was this Twitter?
Yes.
Once again, a bullet has silenced the most eloquent truth teller in our era. My dear friend Charlie Kirk was our country's relentless and courageous crusader for free speech. We pray for Erica and the children. Charlie is already in paradise with the angels. We ask for his prayers we ask for prayers for our country.
Hey, Sturge, I just sent you another picture to pull up.
Okay, well, you guys take over while I do some work on doing that.
I sent the video too. You asked for when Trump won, his reaction. I found it.
Well, I'd like to hear your guys' reaction.
You know, whenever someone sees or sends or anything, something like this, you just don't want to believe it. I feel like Sturge, you and I were sitting there trying to update our phone every 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Just hoping for good news. And just watching it and everything, just gut wrenching.
Justin?
Yeah, no, I mean, I think the important thing here is, regardless of your beliefs or values or views, I don't think murder has a place here. I don't think that killing someone is justified just because you disagree with someone's thoughts or the words coming out of their mouth. I know that Charlie was a strong supporter or believer in God. He made it seem like that was core to him and his family and his values. And I mean, I'm probably going to get a little religious, but I mean, God is the only one who gets to judge and choose who dies and who lives. So I think that's one thing that really has bothered me today in the release of this news, is that we still have people out here that believe they get to choose whether people live or die.
Yeah, that's good. So, man, that's good, Justin. Yeah, well put. I think, I mean, I kind of explained it this way. I've never shed a tear outside of anything that I love, anyone that I love. I've never done it. Today I did. I know that Charlie's words meant a lot to a lot of people, and that includes American whiskey. I do know, Dylan, you were here that night. Doug was here. Peanut was here. Levi was here. And we sat here for hours watching live on our live podcast. Charlie Kirk, I'd say with zero bias, just facts, right? Spitting the election and telling, and it was 2-3 hours prior to the Trump election that he said Trump has won. He cried because he had a movement.
Hey, Sturge, I believe Justin sent you that video. Let's go ahead and play it.
Okay.
This should be in the group chat.
Probably
the second to last one I sent you. Maybe it should be labeled decent.
I got it.
Okay.
Sorry, fellas. It should pop up here. Give me a second here, guys.
You can't stop with these sort of.
Is this it?
No, that was a video of MSNBC.
I think that's the environment.
I don't know if you want to get into that yet or not.
I just am going off the last.
Okay, I think it was the one before.
Oh, you got it. That's beautiful. Good job.
Yeah, it
okay, so you guys should be able to see the video on our screen that we're about to play. Let me.
Donald
I made
Trump
it bigger.
is President of the United States. We've got our republic back, folks.
Let's go.
There it is.
Everybody should remember this moment. Look, I'm gonna echo Charlie from earlier.
That is when we started going nuts down here.
When this happened. Remember where you were when you realized that the Uniparty and all of these, just the establishment.
You can see the true emotion too. I mean, he just
look at his wife and
look what you guys have done.
And if anyone deserves to get tears in his eyes, it's Charlie. I think we all agree.
I think Erica was
no one has worked harder
in the break room.
No one has worked harder than Charlie for this.
I think what's crazy too is, I mean, he held no position of political power, yet just from seeing all of the
Look, did you
Figure.
see what he just said? By God's grace.
Yep.
Cuddle him. Decision desk has it. Pennsylvania. It's beginning.
This is that's the moment down here that I was just referring to. When we believe Charlie's words, you can see how much he believed in what he was saying. And you know, today when we found out that he was shot, it was just breathtaking, right? It was hard to believe. I texted Dylan, I texted the boys, and we were following it. And when I got home, I had just sat down in my chair. I believe I texted you guys that I had seen a Glenn Beck tweet, wasn't it? That I said that he was in stable condition. You see all this bullshit, but damn it, I saw the video of him getting shot. You just knew there's no way, right? And we're all praying for it. And the moment Dylan texted and said he's gone, boys, he's passed on. And I cried, man. And the wife called. She's like, "You're crying?" I'm like, "Yeah," because someone just got brutally fucking murdered for you know. I wrote a little thing in my brain earlier. He got shot because he could go to campuses and change your mind. He got shot because of the values that he stood for. He got shot, and there's this is the shit that we're going through right now. I want to listen to this.
Acceptable side effect of gun rights. Live by the sword, die by the sword. He did say that gun deaths were an acceptable side effect of gun rights.
The streets are saying this is someone pew Charlie Kirk today, and I just feel nothing. I feel nothing. Oh, I feel nothing for this. You know what I mean? It's like, fuck around and find out. You know what I'm saying? Like, all you do.
That's what we're dealing with. And in my eyes, and in my views, and Charlie spoke on this day in and day out, of free speech. And there's absolutely, in the depths of my soul, a reason to murder somebody with free speech. Okay, he went across campuses, correct?
Yeah.
Throughout the United States, he put his thoughts and his mind out there for everyone to hear. But he gave people a platform. My brother said it earlier. My brother said something really good earlier. I said, I think he was changing people's minds, and that's why he got killed. He was like, well, I think that it gave people platforms. Whether Democrat, liberal, Republican, I don't give a fucking shit less what you were. He gave you a microphone, and he educated himself. I mean, the fact that he could recite the Bible the way that he did, understood the Constitution the way that he did, understood the things that he was speaking about. There's nothing wrong with that. And to lose your life because of that is fucking mind-boggling. Did you send me another one, Justin?
I sent a couple. I mean, I think the last one I sent was just his wife sending a Bible verse a few hours before his death.
So while you're getting that, I also want to bring this up. It's something Charlie was posting a lot about. Is another eye opener of the state that we're at in the United States. Fox News just posted it a couple hours before this all happened. And it's about, I'm probably going to butcher her name, Irina Zarutska, the Ukrainian refugee that was fatally stabbed.
Brutally fucking murdered.
Charlie was all over this about how the injustice is not fair. But Elon Musk actually put out today that he's offering $1 million to fund murals in every major U.S. city just to show support.
It's awesome.
He made an impact, guys. He made an impact, and Gordon Shinerman just put something, which is kind of cool. Can we show his message?
Yeah, I got it.
I got it. I think Shinerman said he was shot for turning young people away from the narrative. Turning Point, USA.
Yep. And Justin put it the best I think anyone can when he first came and got me today. The thing about Charlie, he wasn't there to belittle you. He would give everybody a chance. And when the crowd would start getting a little rough, he'd calm them down and be like, no, hear him out.
Yeah, he would. He would. You guys are very right.
I mean, he wasn't.
You're talking about when the people behind the speakers that would come up that are probably nervous, that the crowd would go nuts and boom.
Yep.
And Charlie Kirk would pick up the microphone, put it to his lips and say, let them talk.
I mean, of all of the political speakers I've ever heard, I've never heard anyone speak as intellectually as Charlie Kirk. You could tell he definitely knew his history. He knew the Bible. He knew politics. And of all the people, he was the last one that would throw it in your face. I mean, everyone who came up, he gave them a chance to share their opinion and thoughts. And he didn't just say you're wrong. He talked them through their thoughts and helped try to give them a different view. And it was up to them whether or not they wanted to adopt that view. I mean, he was never in your face about it.
You know, something that was really interesting, Justin.
He was there to educate.
Yeah, and
Yes.
I think this here proves point. So a Utah student today just got interviewed. He said that he believes that he's still a Democrat, but really fell in love with the drive that Charlie Kirk put forward. And that's why he was there wearing the hat, classic red hat, right? That he tosses out to the crowd. But he said Charlie Kirk kind of opened his waves and understanding of what he was trying to push, and he supported it. So it's not like he was going around brainwashing, but when you can listen, I'll be honest with you. There's a lot of people on one side that I guess we not name it, but fuck's sake, you guys are preaching love, love, love. You know, you're going to parades and doing all this thing. It's all about love, 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 right? But then you get these people like the two clips I just played audio for you guys, where there's thousands, hundreds of thousands of people that are laughing at this shit. The same ones speaking fucking love. Love, 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 love. How is that love?
Can I give my opinion on that? Just because it's bothering me. All these people, however many people there are, I don't know how many people there are that are celebrating this. I mean, whoever it is, shame on you. And you probably need to find God and self-reflect. But I don't think that these people celebrating the death of another human being should be given time and attention, because that's what they want. They want the views. They want you to interact with them. And I think that those people just deserve to be ignored. And I think that's the better victory over that type of
It can't be
thought and
ignored.
attention.
It can no longer be ignored. And here's why I say you can't ignore it. Because people are being fucking brutally murdered. And yet, you know something, I saw something on my Facebook. I don't want to say who it was. They were talking about, why is there not this much uproar when it comes to, Democrats or liberals being, I think there was a senator, I don't remember what state it was, where the wife, the husband, and the dog were brutally murdered. It's like, well, you're watching certain networks that are telling you that the other are not, they're not bringing up what happened. I remember when that happened. Fox News was all over it. Turning Point USA was on it. They were expressing love and support, because at the end of the day, what you believe is not worth you getting your fucking throat shot out. And I get what you're saying, Justin, because, dude, I've known you the longest I've ever had any friend. Adopted when I was 10. You became my best friend then, and you've been one of my best friends since then. And you have one of the most kind hearts, bro. You have a beautiful heart. You're a good person. You really are, man. You're one of the best people that I've ever met in my life, brother. And we've been through shit. But we're both still alive. We didn't disagree with each other and fucking shoot the other person's brains out.
Yeah.
We talked about it. Maybe we didn't agree at the end, but we would agree to disagree. But at the end of it, Justin, you're one of my best friends. I value what you have to say, and I'm not taking this and saying that you're wrong. But what I am saying is, no, fuck that. We need to talk about love conventions. The conventions where they're wanting everyone to go because it's love, right? It's just love is love. How about God? Put God back in the center of where humanity was created under. Understand the fact that God does love, but God doesn't support brutal murders.
Sturge, did you get the picture of him and his family?
I'm sorry. Can we read? Okay, so Turning Point USA put up here. I don't know who sent it.
I sent that over.
Okay, Justin, you sent Turning Point USA's letter they just posted on Twitter. It says, "It is with a heavy heart."
And just in case everyone doesn't know, I mean, that's the organization that he started.
Everyone should know that. I would
Just
assume
making sure
at this point. But yeah, for people that don't know, Turning Point USA is the organization, I guess, that he created. It is with a heavy heart that we confirm that Charlie James Kirk has been murdered by gunshot that took place during Turning Point USA's The American Comeback Tour. It was the first one, I believe. The campus event at Utah Valley University on September 10th, 2025. May he be received in merciful arms of our loving Savior who suffered and died for Charlie. We ask that everyone keeps his family and loved ones in prayers. We ask that you please respect their privacy and dignity at this time. That's good.
I thought that was nice from them.
It is very nice. So was this other one Twitter, correct? As long as you guys keep throwing it.
I don't know which one you're looking at, but I know all of mine and I've sent have been from Twitter.
Sorry. Was it the family picture, I believe?
I think Dylan's been looking on Twitter too.
I sent the family picture.
Give me 1 second here. You guys can keep going. I'm going to try to figure out how to pull this one up.
I mean, it's still very hard to even speak about right now.
Well, I know that they recently, Patel said that they have the actual suspect in custody now.
Do we have information on that?
Why? I was going to say, I don't think we know what they look like or who they're about. So, I mean,
I feel like they're not going to say anything.
Yeah.
Right now, they will, but I think they're going to hold that tight until they get more answers.
Tyler Spears just put on here, "Party of love and peace, my ass." I agree. I don't know what my partners in crime back here think, but they also know that I'm very unfiltered. I believe that, Tyler. Party and love and peace, my ass. It's fucking crazy. And I know plenty of people that don't agree with me on political things, but I will tell you this: they're great people. But fuck, this right here is this is fucked up. This is something. Look at this picture. He's 31 years old with a beautiful wife, a beautiful son, a beautiful daughter, and never gets to spend time with them again until they go through the gates of heaven.
Yep.
He doesn't get to walk his daughter down the aisle. He doesn't get to go prom dress shopping with his daughter. He doesn't get to go talk to his son about a ball game that they watched, because I know Charlie was a big sports fan. He doesn't get to tell his son and talk to his son about a woman that he just met that he wants to marry. But remember this, I hope that they know, and I'm sure they will, because he will be absolutely remembered. The values that Charlie Kirk stood for. And every single one of those values was absolutely amazing. He was a man of God. He was a good husband. And he was a great father. And he loved every single one of them.
Agreed.
And he got his life fucking taken from him. And I always wondered to myself, Tyler, guys my age makes it hit home a little harder. I think it hits hard for a lot of people, man. Hits hard for the old people, right? Older people. Old people. I didn't mean to say it like that, but hits hard for them, right? It hits hard for guys like me too, or like you, where we have kids, we have loved ones. Dylan's not married. Dylan doesn't have kids, but he knows what love feels like.
I mean,
and it hurts.
This is just
bullshit.
You said it earlier. This is 100% a political assassination. Guys, do not think Turning Point USA is going to let this down.
Hell no.
They are going to, I wouldn't say they're going to be stronger, because Charlie Kirk is an amazing man. He made it to where it's at now, but they are going to continue his beliefs. I said it before we went live, and if this would have happened to any of the people in Turning Point USA, Charlie would have been up there talking about how God has a better plan, and he would have praised God.
I looked for hours earlier, Dylan, for this video that I saw. I think it was a couple months ago. They asked him about if he would ever run for president. And it was kind of interesting to me, because I was like, man, I think he would be a great president. But immediately he says, God puts people in different parts of life. And essentially he just said, like, God created some people to run a country and others just to be an advocate.
Yes.
He said, I'm an advocate. And I loved that, man. I loved every part of that. And I think we can sit here and think, we don't know if the kids that we're raising, Justin, are going to grow up to work a 9 to 5 and enjoy their life and love God and do the things, that we have done, right?
Yeah.
But maybe they are kids that are going to grow up to be a president or be this or that. And in my eyes, I don't think it matters as long as we're raising kids to do the right thing. You can be a Democrat and do the right thing. You can be a Republican and do the right thing. But I don't know.
I mean, I think the real media here, I think the real enemy here is media and social media today. I mean, it's so toxic. You have to really educate yourself and filter out what you're getting. I mean, a lot of people just watch the TV and believe everything you're hearing. And I mean, there's a lot of lies on there. I mean, even after this incident, I mean, there's videos of actual MSNBC episodes talking about how is Trump going to use this to put more troops somewhere else. And it's like, that's not even like, why is MSNBC allowed to get away with making this about how Trump's going to use it versus just focusing on a loss of a beautiful life? And I mean, social media is just so toxic, regardless of which platform you're on. And there's so many keyboard warriors out there that just, they'll be all tough and bad behind their phone or their keyboard.
Oh yeah.
But you see them in person and they're not going to say any of that stuff. It's like, there's just so much toxicity out in this world, and the world's so selfish now.
Well,
that's what's led us to where we're at now.
Keyboard warriors. You hit the fucking nail on the coffin. First off, keyboard warriors get their information by the algorithm on Facebook. That's where they get their fucking information. They're getting their algorithm Instagram, right? They're getting their fucking news on that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But listen, guys, at the end of the fucking day, there's right and there's fucking wrong. Get out there, be an adult, and learn how to educate your fucking minds.
Kim, they did find the person. He is in custody.
Well, first off, we don't know that because we thought that earlier.
The FBI director.
I don't give a shit what the FBI director said. The FBI director, the FBI has also dropped the ball on a lot of fucking things. They just ruined a man's life by arresting him and showing him on national television. He didn't do the fucking thing.
Can you pull up
wrong?
I think it's one of the first Twitter tweets I sent you earlier about one of Charlie Kirk's posts from April in assassination culture.
Was it the first one you
I think
sent?
it might have been the first. I think I sent that one, or did I just bookmark it?
Was it the one where it says the last few years we've seen?
No, here I'll send it again.
Sorry, buddy.
No, you're fine because I sent you a bunch. So
well,
it's
you
probably
guys
hard
have, but to
find.
be fair, I just figured out how to show it, so it's not you guys.
I just sent it again, so it should be the next one you receive.
Got it. Should pop up.
But it's an actual post
There
from
it is.
Charlie Kirk, and this is him back in April talking about.
Would you like to read it?
Sure. So Charlie Kirk post: assassination culture is spreading on the left. 48% of liberals say it would be at least somewhat justified to murder Elon Musk. 55% said the same about Donald Trump. In California, activists are naming ballot measures after Luigi Mangione. The left is being whipped into a violent frenzy. Any setback, whether losing an election or losing a court case, justifies a maximally violent response. It's murder. This is the natural outgrowth of the left-wing protest culture, tolerating violence and mayhem for years on end. The cowardice of local prosecutors and school officials have turned the left into a ticking time bomb. And he has a picture there with the percent of violence that I'm assuming they polled, and people said they were okay with. So it's just crazy that that's where we are as a society today. We believe that murder is justified.
But I don't think, and I think we need to go back and read. It's not 48% of the world. It's not 48% of the American people. Dylan, what does it say? 48% of what?
I can't read
Liberals.
Left of center.
No, I'll say it. Liberals. And don't get me wrong. I know a lot of Democrats that are great fucking people. But this isn't a pie chart here about the United States. This isn't a pie chart about the world. This is the pie chart on a certain group of people that believe. It says all respondents and left of center. Okay, justifications for murder of Elon Musk and Donald Trump, 31.6. Let's read the. There's a lot of people that like to read one point of the views, right?
Yeah.
Let's read them all. So the justification of murder of Elon Musk and Donald Trump, 31.6% of all correspondents, right? 48.6 left of center. Now, Trump, that was for Elon. So for Trump, there's 38.5 all respondents, but left of center, 55.2.
And we saw the multiple assassination attempts on Trump.
Two of them, correct?
Yeah.
Percent who say destroying Tesla dealerships is partially acceptable. All respondents say 39.8%, which is sad, by the way. Very fucking sad of you guys. But left of center says 57.6. Where have we? Love, right? Love. That's hey, we're going to preach about love. That's what they do, right?
Yeah.
You're going to shoot a man because of his. I believe he was shot because he was changing college kids' mind across the United States.
Yeah.
My brother put it earlier. I don't know if they changed his mind, but they gave him a platform. They gave him a fucking platform because no one else did.
Well, I mean, the people in college now are our future. The people in college are going to decide our future elections in the direction of our country based on the outcomes of those elections. So I believe that's why he was pursuing the education of college age kids to make sure that they were educated when they made those decisions. He didn't tell them what decision to make. He didn't say go vote for Donald Trump every time or go vote Republican. He said this is what is true, and this is how I feel, and you need to seriously think about it and make a decision based on fact and not other stuff that's not it's not true.
It's just not relevant. Something kind of interesting earlier. Justin's not very proud of me for this, but I did get on Twitter and start battling Twitter. Dylan, what'd you call it earlier? Or one of you guys called it keyboard warriors?
I did.
Justin will tell you, Dylan will tell you, I love keyboard warriors because, those guys are the ones that only go from their news and what they believe off the algorithms of their social media. And so I did the immature thing, which I'm probably the most immature out of all three of us, 100%. Actually, all five of us. That includes Peanut and Doug. But I'm all about it. right? But hey, I said, hey, listen, if you want to sit here and say that Charlie Kirk's assassination is justified, hop on our podcast tonight. Here's the link. I sent him the link. He said, well, I don't have anything else to say. That's funny because you posted 3 more videos about his assassination.
Yep.
Why won't you get on here? Well, I know why. I got 2 guys right now that'll let you talk, and I interrupt people, so I probably interrupt you a lot because you're going to be feeding everyone else listening bullshit. But he won't do it. He might be watching, maybe, probably not, because he's too busy making an edited video that chirps 20 times in a 3-minute video because he has to edit it. You can't edit live feed. You can't edit what Charlie Kirk did. You can't go into a university with 2,500 kids there, right? You can't edit what's coming out of your mouth. He was good. He was crisp, and he shared the truth. Whether you believe it or not, you have to respect that. What did he stand for, Justin? What did Charlie Kirk stand for?
He stood for truth and God
And free speech.
and free speech. Yeah, free speech.
And
Family.
I mean, he stood for every other value that anyone else has. I don't care if you're Democrat or Republican. I know a lot of Democrats that love God, love their family, and respect the other side.
I'll say this: he's probably the most American you could be. He
Yeah.
is the true definition of God, family, country.
You know, I saw something on. I'll say it. We might get banned here.
Here we go.
What does this mean?
No, that's just don't worry about that.
Cheap followers on. Okay.
Don't worry about that.
All right, I won't worry about it.
It's a bot.
Master distiller. My bad. I'm about to battle a bot.
I
boys.
literally told you not to worry about it.
Yes.
You start reading it.
I know. My bad. But Master Distiller Jason, we had him on the podcast.
Jason, you want to join us?
I mean, we don't have to get anybody else on here. I mean, I don't want to make
anyone's available.
Anyone's available. That's true. But actually, that'd be fine. I just have to figure out how to do it. That's why I don't want people to do it.
I know how to do it. I'm already sending it to him.
I've only been on this for like 24 hours.
And I know how to do it already. It's already
I
sent.
think a point I was trying to get across earlier too.
Was fuck the liberals.
No, I was saying
Sorry, what was it?
So like Charlie held no political power. I mean, he was more of an influencer that educated, but just seeing all of the political figureheads out there in today's politics and the respect they're giving him. I mean, he didn't have an official title.
He didn't.
So you're saying he didn't have a political value?
No, I didn't say that.
You did.
No, you're just twisting it a little bit.
How am I? You said
let him finish.
I was saying he didn't have an official political title as a political figurehead like Trump, President of America, or Kamala, who was trying to be president, or Robert F. Kennedy. I mean, but all of those people that we have as our political figureheads and the respect that they are showing and the responses they're providing in this time of loss just tell you a lot about what he meant to politics in our country.
Well, Sturge, I sent it to you and I'll just read it. We don't have to put it up. Even Kamala Harris, someone that he dissed a lot just based on facts. She put, I am deeply disturbed by the shooting in Utah. Doug and I send our prayers to Charlie Kirk and his family. Let me be clear. Political violence has no place in America. I condemn this act, and we all must work together to ensure this does not lead to more violence.
What else would you say?
I mean,
nothing.
That's Kamala Harris saying this was a political assassination.
You know, maybe I'm being shitty. I agree. That's a good thing to say. I'll agree with that. And not every person. I'm just a salty individual right now.
You are understandable.
Yes, I am, and I will.
I said you are.
I know, and I agree. But I'm also not one to be shy with what I think. You know,
I mean, of all the lives lost that I wasn't personally close with because I didn't have a in-person relationship with, I will say this one probably bothers me to the core the most. I mean, all of the celebrities that have died, and it's like, wow, I mean, so-and-so died or so-and-so died. And it's like, in the moment, you're kind of in shock, but you just kind of move on quickly. Like this one,
We're not all
rattles me to
salty.
the core, just because like my appreciation for his intelligence, my appreciation for his godly values and faith. I mean, he just seemed like such an upright guy, and I thoroughly enjoyed listening to every word that came out of his mouth.
You know, something really interesting is I am probably again the most immature one of all of us, and I hold a lot of hate in me. But Justin, I think what you say is incredibly intelligent, and I believe everything that you say, dude, because you say it so well. Justice League, same with you. But you guys put it in perspective in a good way. But I'm such a shitty person deep down, where I just want to burn everyone, you know, and that's a fault of my own.
Well, I mean, it's easy to get caught up in the world.
Yeah,
I think that's the
super,
difference
yeah.
is where your mind is. I mean, it's definitely easy.
I just know that Jesus went into a synagogue and got really mad and flipped around tables and yelled at everybody. I know there's a time to be mad. I know there's a time to stand up for what is right.
I hope this isn't true. I'm going to do some more
just saw
research
that
on
too.
this, but it says House Dems shout no when Boebert requests spoken in prayer for Charlie Kirk. I hope this is not true. I'm looking more into it, but if that
Yeah.
is true,
I mean, it's we have division in our political parties right now, and I think it's not the first. If true, I don't think it's the first time that we've heard anything from that side of the house that goes against just good character and good values, and I mean even godly values, if you want to take it back to where Charlie stood with. I mean, there's been so much cringe activity recently in politics all around, because I mean, I fully believe that a majority of politicians are not for the people anymore. They're not for the people. They're for being in a position of power, uh, and filling their pockets with money, whether the legal route or through illegal actions, whether that's insider trading or working with companies behind the scenes and moving money around. We don't have a good political system anymore. We have a bunch of corruption of just power being abused. And I fully believe if the people and over the political system wanted to control the vote of any election, they could do so. I mean, they don't. We have representatives, and they don't have to vote with what their area votes.
Right.
They choose whether to vote with their people, or they could say "F all you guys," and they could just vote against us. I mean, we're in a stage where I fully believe they can manipulate any election outcome,
right?
Either side
and could say that they have potentially, if you believe in that.
Either side could.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, we don't have a view into the inside workings of what they do. So we just have to trust them and go out and make our voice heard on election day and for issues. And that's all the power we have. And after that, we're leaving it up to God and up to the people that actually make those decisions and votes.
Yep.
Hey, give me a sec.
You're good. You grab them.
So, and just want to bring up another topic that we've talked about a lot on this podcast in the past. The Charlie Kirk news is overshadowing another disaster that happened in the United States today. So far, it doesn't look like there was any deaths, but there was a school shooting in Colorado where 4 students were injured. There's no room for any of that.
And we also there's too many of those to talk about, right? It's and we can go through and talk about this gun violence, man. We know it's a thing. Yeah, it's a thing. And how do we fix it? I guess at the end of the day is how do you fix it?
I mean, there's arguments on both sides, but that's
Fuck both sides. How do you fix it? Because that's the thing. When you get together and you try to fix and try to conquer something, that's the question. How do you fix gun violence? We can't do the opinion thing. We can't sit here and debate for hours. We got to fucking fix it somehow. And I don't know the answer, and that's okay. We can't figure it out. But the negativity and talking about gun rights and talking about none of that shit's gonna fix this.
I mean, I think the best way that we can try to fix this is just be like Charlie Kirk. I mean, be that person who educates yourself, try to educate others, and just show love. I mean, Charlie Kirk he was doing everything in his power to improve situation in our country.
Yeah.
And that was by going out, educating the youth, educating anyone who would listen, and just showing love and not being abrasive and in your face.
right.
And I think that's all we can do is do what Charlie did.
I like that. I believe that's, like I said, Bub, you're right. Man, I really don't know where to talk about anything else outside of this. I don't know how to. It's just today is devastating, and unfortunately, it's a day that we'll always remember. We have a day coming up tomorrow with 9/11.
Oh yeah, that is tomorrow. I didn't even think about that.
I thought about that today.
I forgot.
What devastating! I mean, and then just what was and guys, listen, I have the worst brain in the world. It's not a great one, probably one of the worst. But the girl was a couple days ago that got murdered on the transit.
Yeah.
It's just like every day there's something.
Well, so I'll say this. You brought up 9/11. The way that we need to come together to get past this and be a better country is to be the America that America was on 9/12/2001.
Yeah.
That was the most unified this country has ever been.
Do we come together on 9/11? You know, it just seems the news and Justin, I know, buddy, if you got to roll, you got to roll. You're good, buddy.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll leave here in a minute.
Yeah, family's always first.
I mean, I think I've enjoyed just scrolling through Charlie's Twitter feed since the news.
Share some of that.
Just I think I sent one, but I was just looking at another from, I think it said September 6th, which would have been a few days ago, and he just simply tweeted, "It's all about Jesus." I mean, that just shows you what was important to him. And I mean, like I said, I'll get religious, but
please do.
I feel like Charlie would, if he would believe that this is going to benefit Jesus and potentially, I mean, maybe bring people closer or bring people into a level of curiosity if they don't have any existing now, to a relationship with Jesus and what that looks like. So I believe that all things are done for, there's all things are for good. I think it's easy to take a situation like this and just think about the negative of the loss of life of Charlie, the impact on his family and all the loved ones around him, and not seeing him anymore. But I try to look at both sides, and I fully believe that God has a plan, and I think that God will use this because of who Charlie was and the love for God that he displayed.
Right. Well, I think we can all agree God just got him a good one.
Yep, for sure.
I also believe that, you know, God does have a plan, but I believe in free will. And I believe that, God had a plan, right, with Adam and Eve. He created the garden, he created Eve and Adam and then Eve. And people always ask, and you hear those in the Charlie Kirk debates, why would God create something and allow there to be sin? Well, God created Adam and Eve because he wanted to be loved. He wanted them to make the choice to love him and trust him, right? And well, that he had the plan, right? But the plan was altered by free will. I do not believe that part of God's plan was the assassination of Charlie Kirk,
No.
but I do believe that the free will of man, destroyed probably part of that plan, right? But there's always good to come from anything, right? So I don't believe that God had this in his plans. He knew it was going to happen, right?
Yeah.
God's the knower of all things. He knew this was going to happen, but God didn't plan for this to happen. And I always, with when we debate people about religion and God and Jesus and all these things that we stand for, it's like, why would God allow bad things to happen, like the assassination of Charlie Kirk and the deaths of children and these things? That's not God's plan. It's just not. But it is the free will of the world. And there can be good from the negative things that happen on this earth. Correct, right?
Yeah. And I don't think that Charlie Kirk would want us to seek violence either.
Absolutely not.
Depending on how you feel.
Absolutely not.
I'm sure everyone has all types of feelings right now. Lots of anger and upset, but I truly think that Charlie would not want us to retaliate and lash out and
I do believe that Charlie Kirk would speak against evil.
Give hate back for hate.
Well, so I was thinking about this when Sturge was just talking and you getting religious and everything. it ties hand in hand, especially about the man that Charlie Kirk was. You think about history all the way back to the biblical days. Anyone that's ever had a different thought and spoke out against something always seems to be a martyr.
Yeah, yep. Absolutely.
JFK, Martin Luther King. I mean, we can sit here for hours.
Mm-hmm.
But out of those, look at where we've gotten. Charlie Kirk's movement is not dead.
No, absolutely not.
Like, if you think that his organization is just going to stop going to these colleges, you're wrong. Because
let's go.
Just the posts that you see of Charlie doing it, he has 3 or 4 other people that are going to different colleges doing the same exact thing. And they are just as smart and well spoken than he is, but he is the face of it, and that's what you see.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know one thing I mentioned before we jumped on here. Just wanted to mention again before we wrap it up, whenever that is.
You can leave whenever, Bubba.
No, you're fine. I was mentioning I thought it would be nice if we reached out, because I know you guys actually talked to some of the Turning Point dudes at one time, and they actually spent some time here in your production studio.
Yeah.
But I think it'd be cool if we could reach out to them and see if there's any type of support we could give to Charlie's family, or if there's any type of cause that Charlie loved that we could kind of post out there, and even ourselves maybe contribute to in support of.
I'm down for that.
After his death.
I just hope, yeah, man, that's good. At the end of the day, Justin's mind is, how can we help?
Yeah.
And that is American whiskey. And that is what we do. It is, I think it's a struggle right now in the United States to figure out what's right and what's wrong. And I know the thing that's, you can probably hear my wife yelling in the background. I apologize. But no matter what happens, I feel like we have to bounce back somehow. And, whatever that is, we'll reach out to Turning Point. Like Justin just said, we had one of the, I believe it was one of the reporters.
I believe his name was Jonathan.
Jonathan, that's what it was. Jonathan was a reporter for Turning Point. We happened to actually be a part of one of their shows one night, and they put us on their news feed, which was really cool. And I think we could probably do that, Justin. I think that's something that we could probably do.
Yeah,
I think
that'd be
it's
cool.
Absolutely something we could do.
That's him.
Jonathan, yeah.
Okay. And
By the
I'm
way,
going to
he
head
was-
out, boys. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course,
It
Justin.
was great being able to share some of my thoughts on here. So
Yeah, man. I'm gonna miss your thoughts while you leave.
I appreciate it.
You give the great ones, man.
I hope everyone out there has a great week.
Jonathan Cho. Look at Mass Shadow, which is, by the way, we found out it's Doug.
Well, I'm just trying to find his Twitter. That's what I'm trying to do now.
Oh yeah, old Cho. We liked him, man. He came down here, had a little beverage with us. He was a cool man. He was a cool dude. I remember how nervous we were before he. Love you, brother. Let me know when you get back.
See you, buddy.
Jonathan Cho. That's what it was. And I remember how nervous we were and how excited we were. And it was just cool to be part of something that Charlie Kirk was doing, I guess. You know? Dylan's busy, as you can see.
Well,
I know.
I don't think he's actually posted in a while. Yeah,
Shut up, Matt Shadow.
he hasn't said much.
Is there anybody out there that would like to hop on with us tonight and kind of give their opinion or their thoughts? Obviously we want to give that hold on, I'm texting Michaela. Just to give people a platform to speak on.
Right.
You may not agree with Charlie Kirk and the things that he did, but we're willing to, in honor of him, we want to give people a platform to speak on. And Dylan, we can do that. We have the platform to do that. We can send you a link to for that, and it'd be cool to do. But today was a dark day in the United States. Anytime we lose somebody to violence for zero reason, I believe that's a reason that it should be talked about. I'm ashamed of myself for not getting on here when a beautiful girl from Ukraine was murdered. We should have got on just like we are tonight. I guess, if that makes sense. We should bring these things to light more often. So that's where I'm at. Dylan?
I mean,
if we're done, we're done. That's fine. Of course,
give people a few minutes here to see.
Of course, I'd like to keep going on forever about it. Let me see if Fred can hop on. I don't want to leave a bunch of white noise. That's the thing. Actually, we can do Burnout Wine commercial.
Yeah.
Best wine company in the world, by the way. If you're looking for a unique wine experience, check out Burned Out Winery. Founded by a team of siblings who turned their passion for winemaking into a thriving business. They focus on crafting exceptional small batch wines from Moscato to tart cherry and spiced apple to their delightful sangrias. There's something for everyone. Each bottle tells a story, complete with a creative name that reflects their journey. Their wines are not only fantastic, but they're also affordable, making them a great choice for any occasion. You can easily order online at burnedoutwinery.com or connect with them on Facebook. They deliver. Whether you're local or out of state, they'll ship right to your front door. Support this hardworking team and savor the taste of Burned Out Winery. This is Big Sturge with American Whiskey. It is the best wine, by the way.
It is.
Matt Shadow just put it's pretty much the best wine.
Pretty much is.
So, what was I going to say? I don't think I had anything in mind actually. So.
Well, so Donald Trump did put out that he's ordering all American flags throughout the United States to be lowered to half mast.
Yep, I like that. When I was watching it earlier up in my chair, he put that, and that was respectful for sure.
So I will make sure that's done at work tomorrow.
Oh, it should be done now.
Mm-hmm.
Can we make that happen now, or
I have no way to know if it is or not.
that's not true? I can find out. I can find out right now.
Do it.
I mean, I will. I mean, you've been there a little longer, for a little more pull around that place. Shay Gordon's in here, right?
Yeah, Shay.
Does
you still in
anybody
here?
out there? I don't care political views or anything. We'd love to hear anybody's view. Actually, it doesn't even matter if you've ever met us before. We'd love to get anybody on right now that wants to add anything. It doesn't matter political view. That means nothing to us. But I believe that there's a lot of things that we can talk about with the situation today. And to be fair, I stand by when I say it doesn't matter your political view. It does, like it doesn't. Oh shit! My bad. Hold on. That's my bad, Dylan.
I was like, what is that?
My bad, Dilly. So we would just like to hear from people, and maybe people don't want to talk to us, and that's fine. I get it. You know, it's hard to get on live sometimes, but I mean, we don't get 1,000. We don't get, you know, still talking viewership, but you know, we get people out here that talk about things. But man, I just Charlie Kirk, man. It's so fucking hard to digest the fact that he's gone. The movement that he created was the shooter thought, if I killed this man, he's silenced. But what you did was create an uproar to the fact that that's where you're wrong. He's not silenced. Gordon Scheiderman's here. Can we send that to him?
I sent it to him.
All right, Gordon Scheiderman, if you want to hop on, that'd be cool. But you think with the gun you can silence somebody, but you have to understand something. You didn't silence somebody. You brutally murdered somebody, and that had an impact in society. Had an impact not just in the United States, but the whole world. Was a big part of the presidential candidate Donald Trump winning. He did the hardest thing. Go around all over the United States, go to universities that are typically, you know, liberal, I would say, and debate, not argue, but debate.
To open their minds.
Oh, good point, bro. Open their minds. My brother said earlier, he doesn't think that necessarily their minds were changed, but he just gave them a platform to open their brains.
He made them think.
And here's the thing. Most people that debate Charlie Kirk couldn't bring facts to the table. There were times where people disagreed with him. It's like, well, look at the facts. Okay. So they go to look at the facts and they're like, well, guess you can't argue that.
Yeah.
What a lot of young folks do, and to be fair, I've had conversations with older people. Like, you know what I saw on Facebook was this, and you were like, that's a total fucking, that's not true. Your fucking political view is based off algorithms, off of social media. And that's not going to do it. It's just not going to do it. You can put anything on social media. Justin just sent a video to share, correct?
I believe so. And Dan Gray posted this a couple days ago, but it's so right. When corruption gets drawn into the light, the guilty panic.
Very true.
And that's what we're seeing.
Let's see if this pops up. Should. This is the video.
More importantly, I'm a soul.
Start over.
I'm just flesh and bone, but more importantly, I'm a soul. And that soul is accountable to one being. I mean, I've had an unbelievably blessed life. Been doing this now, it'll be 12 years. years on June 5th.
Such a young man to do it.
So young.
Yeah, so praise God. I mean, I've been all across the world. I've met with world leaders. I've flown in Air Force One, got to know a president. I have an amazing family. The podcast, Turning Point USA, is all that stuff. And so you experience that and you're like, what actually matters? What matters is your relationship with the divine, your relationship with your family, your kids, and maybe a close collection of friends, and your relationship with the truth. I'm just flesh and bone, but more importantly, I'm a soul.
31 years old, everyone.
That soul is accountable to one being. I mean, I've had an unbelievably blessed life. Been doing this now, it'll be 12 years on June 5th.
Such a young man to do it.
So young.
Yeah, so praise God. I mean, I've been all across the world. I've met with world leaders. I've flown in Air Force One, got to know a president. I have an amazing family. The podcast, Turning Point USA, is all that stuff. And so you experience that and you're like, what actually matters? What matters is your relationship with the divine, your relationship with your family, your kids, and maybe a close collection of friends, and your relationship with the truth.
Freak.
31 years old with that much wisdom and passion.
And that was what was taken away from the world today. That what you just heard was really, honestly, I'll put Mass Shadow up here. Actually, we got Von Davis, Senseless, Stupid, and Tragic. We got Mass Shadow, Wise Beyond His Years. Listen, he didn't say one thing political in that video. I feel like we should just share it one more time, just for a simple fact that, man. I feel like everybody should hear this again.
I'm just flesh and bone, but more importantly, I'm a soul. And that soul is accountable to one being. I mean, I've had an unbelievably blessed life. Been doing this now, it'll be 12 years on June 5th.
Such a young man to do it.
So young.
Yeah, so praise God. I mean, I've been all across the world. I've met with world leaders. I've flown in Air Force One, got to know a president. I have an amazing family. The podcast, Turning Point USA, is all that stuff. And so you experience that and you're like, what actually matters? What matters is your relationship with the divine, your relationship with your family, your kids, and maybe a close collection of friends, and your relationship with the truth.
Damn. Guys, that's what it's all about. Not one point, Dylan, did you hear on here anything political?
Nope.
And Mass Shadow just said his poor babies and his wife, so stupid. It is stupid, but damn it. Charlie Kirk died a hero today.
100%.
Charlie Kirk died a hero. And his babies will know that. His wife, you saw the video earlier when they were announcing that Donald Trump won. We watched it that night, Dylan. Mass Shadow was there. It just, his wife just hugging him and holding him, and that's powerful stuff.
I mean, you saw his passion for what he was doing.
Yeah.
When they turned Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm.
And he literally just broke down. He couldn't even talk. I know everyone was saying it was too early to call, but to hear Charlie Kirk say, "We did it."
Yeah. Not I did it. His friends in the studio that night, "What, you did this, you did that," and he said, "No, we did it."
And he wasn't just talking about him and his Turning Point USA. He was talking about the American people.
The United States.
Because I know a lot of people stopped watching way before that. And especially once he said it was over, the views dropped even more. But he went on to talk about how America just did the right thing.
And I so bad wanted to get on here tonight. And I know I went on some of my rants. I wanted to get on here and just trash the love movement. I wanted to spend my time on sharing the TikToks that I saw of people agreeing with the death of Charlie Kirk. And my brothers here in the studio have made it a point tonight. That's not what it's about. It's not about any of that. It's about talking about Charlie Kirk. It's about talking about the movement that he created. It's about a soul lost too soon. And guys, I am far beyond perfect. I'm far, I've been to church. I grew up in the church after I was adopted. I led worship in churches. I've done all these things, but I've fallen. I'm a fallen soul. And watching Charlie Kirk and his movement, I'm like, man, I want to be more like him. I want to be able to get back in my Bible, and I want to get back in just being what God created us to be. And I've fallen short of that. But this moment, I sit there and I'm thinking, we decided to do a podcast tonight that was obviously not meant to even ever be before today, right?
Right.
And just to know, I sit here today knowing that Charlie Kirk is in heaven. I know that. And it makes me want to be better. It makes me want to get in the Word, read my Bible, and understand that no matter where you're at in life, it can be taken from you in a second. It can be taken from you in a second. And at the end of the day, if you do not know Jesus Christ and you're curious about it and you listen, if you have nothing else to live for, why not give your life to Jesus? If you're thinking you don't want to be in this world anymore, you're thinking you're depressed and, I don't know what to do anymore, then why not just give your life to Christ? Because I'm telling you, that is the way. It's the only way. We may lose viewers for this, and I'm fine with that. But Jesus loves you. And that is the message at the end of the day that Charlie Kirk was sharing to everyone. Even the people that didn't believe it, he would stand on the stage and tell them that. And I'm sorry, I am who I am, but I truly believe that Jesus loves you. And I believe that he will forgive you. And I believe that we lost a man today in this world that's with Jesus today that did share, not try, but did share that.
Well, Sturge, I just sent you another video that shows the devoted person or devoted family man Charlie was.
Is that TikTok?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
And I want you guys, when you watch this,
give me 1 second. Sorry, buddy.
you can tell this man probably just left a speech and met up with his family.
Give me 1 second. Let me share. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second here.
Oh, no, you're good, buddy.
I'm still
Like, this isn't just a politician or just a random guy.
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain. God shed his rain.
Yeah.
It's just heartbreaking that's what his family's losing.
Yeah. I think, though he's gone, obviously his legacy remains. And it's going to change lives. His movement's not done. And guys, man, I think that's a good way to put it here.
Yeah.
I think it's a good way to end it. Our hearts and minds and our prayers and our thoughts and everything go out to the Kirk family. Remember, he had a mom, a dad, and a whole family, a wife, kids, friends. And his life was taken today. I never would have guessed this would ever have happened.
A life that we could literally say was just beginning.
Yeah, 31 years old. He started Turning Point USA when he was 18 years old. That's crazy to think. I think this year, I think his 12th year anniversary wasn't that long of Turning Point.
Right.
He had a lot more to give this world. And I just don't believe what happened today is the view of America. It's just not. I don't care your view as political, but this is not what we do. Every day, the news has something horrific on it. What do we preach love, 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 but let's get back to God. Let's put back America and just the fundamentals of what America stood for. And that's all I have to say.
There's not much to say right now. Other than, like you said, his fight's not done. And we know they're not going to let it be done.
Yeah. This is American whiskey, and this is what we it's so funny. You hear about, like, when people hear our name, they think, oh, you guys talking nothing but whiskey, you talking nothing about American. No, man, it's just a name that was brought up that I thought of one night. You know, but what was a good name of Turning Point USA? What a good name.
And he thought of that at 18 years old.
Incredible. Today is a turning point in the USA. And tomorrow we're going to, it's the anniversary of 9/11. So these things have been going off since humans been on Earth. So don't think that, this right here is just this isn't the first thing tragic that's happened. There's so many tragedies that happen all the time that just, it doesn't make sense. It's not fair. It's not anything. But we can come together. We will come together. And I truly believe that. And I believe that was Charlie Kirk's stance. You may not have believed everything that he believed in as far as political views and stuff, but he didn't deserve to lose his life. And so, Charlie Kirk, may you rest in peace. May your son and daughter and your wife find peace. Your family find peace. Your friends find peace. And the people that you left a mark in their lives. And I know damn well you left one in ours. So that's all I have.
Yeah, that's all we can do.
Guys, we're American Whiskey. We appreciate you guys. We love you. We'll be over here for a few minutes. So if anybody wants to hop on here, we can. I'm going to end the live, but we can jump right back into it. So if you're interested in sharing your thoughts, we'll give you a little bit to do that. We can jump back in here. But as always, Big Sturge.
Justice League.
And we are
American Whiskey.
Rest in peace, Charlie Kirk.